Podcasting to the world. It's the CK Mornings In Case You Missed It podcast with Chris, Alana, and Matt. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. From our mouths to your ears, here's what you missed.
There was a story out about Gen Zers, or Gen Zers, depends how you want to look at it, thinking that being 5 to 10 minutes late is actually being on time. And that drives me nuts, and that just shows how old I am.
Oh, okay, that's opposite. Growing up, my dad always said 20 minutes early is on time.
Exactly. I am if anything, I'm on time.
See,
My best ability is availability.
Whoa,
That's the only thing. I'm here, and I'm here on time.
See, I skew late.
Yeah, but like, are we
not
late?
because I'm not late because I think I'm on time. I'm just late because I'm an idiot.
But it'd be late for you showing up right now when we start at 5:30.
That's true.
Correct? Like, you're here, we're on time, we're ready to go for our shift.
Yes.
But for Gen Zers, they are saying that 5 to 10 minutes late is on time. They're more forgiving. That's still on time.
They just mosey in. I kind of agree. Like, I think there's a buffer zone with time.
I think, though, if you give a buffer, you're just
the buffer goes.
Where is the buffer?
It goes up 5 minutes. Okay, you're not late if you're 5 minutes late, quote unquote. But then, where does it end?
Yeah, they say between the ages of 16 and 26, they believe that being on time is actually 5 to 10 minutes late. Essentially, you're on time if you're like that. Punctuality increases as you get older because you become sick of people thinking their time is more important than yours. Yeah, I would agree with that. I guess it depends. Like, if your job is not, like, I'm not relying on you.
Yeah, I was going to say the same. If you're like a nurse or something and you got surgery you got to help out with at 10 a.m. and then you're moseying in at 10:10, that's no good.
Well, if you were showing up consistently 10 minutes late or 30 seconds before we turn on the microphones, now you're affecting me.
Yes.
And that's what would burn me if I was on the opposite side. I'd be like, I feel bad that I'm now a hindrance to that other person. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be a pain.
It's interesting, though, because, I've always been in the mindset of, like, a little bit of a buffer zone. I just assume people are going to be a little bit late, you know what I mean? So I factor that into my...
Now, nothing burns my you-know-what than, like if I'm showing a house, and I've got some great clients, but if they show, like, 15 minutes late, and it's no big deal, I'm like, yeah, but, like, the homeowner now has been out, like, you know what I mean? I'm out 15 minutes, and you don't care. My time is nothing to you.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, because 15 minutes, that's past that buffer zone, but that's their own buffer zone in their mind that it's okay.
But we're not all in the same buffer zone time.
I think that's the main issue here. We got to get on the same page.
I had to pick my daughter up from work last night, and it was the opposite. She was done at 6:30. I'm there at 6:28. She walked out at 6:40. And I text her. I said, what's going on? And she comes out and she said, I forgot I was done. I was just still working. I'm like, what? And because I was ready to give her some, I was like, come on, I'm busy. I got stuff to do. And she's like, I forgot. I was just working.
Oops.
Somebody said to her, Hannah, aren't you done 5 minutes ago? And I'm like, you're not my kid.
I know. I wish I could get in that mindset.
I take a buffer of leaving early. That's my buffer. Like, you want me to work till 10? Oh, I'm leaving at about 9:45.
15 minutes early, it all comes out in the wash.
Maybe that's where the difference between the Gen Zers and then me.
I think so, yep.
Gen Zers will come in late. I leave early.
Yeah, so it all works out.
It's a wash. We'll just go with a wash then.
Well, I'm smack dab in the middle of my house-sitting responsibilities. I think this could be a new side hustle. I'm great at it.
Wait, are you getting paid?
Not that I know of.
Well, it might be a hustle.
Okay, you got to start small. You got to build up your resume.
You got to volunteer before you can jump full
That's
full
how
force
it goes.
in.
Word's getting out that you're doing it for free now.
Yeah.
I know. I guess I shouldn't have. So I'm getting paid top dollar. And if you want me to house sit or pet sit, I won't accept anything less than a few hundred a night. But it's going good. Actually, I kind of like it. It's been nice because when you're at someone else's house, there's only so much you can do. When you're at your own house, you're like, I got to do this. I should do this. So I've just been like chilling. It's like a little vacation. I'm on the back patio with a glass of wine.
Is it like Little House on the Prairie? Do they have internet and TV and stuff?
Yes, they do.
Did they give you access to it, though?
Yeah, well, so it was funny because, you get the lay of the land and like the house rules when you first go in. I felt like I was training for a new job. And it's a smart home, so everything is, you say like, hey, Alexa, turn on da-da-da-da.
Be careful.
I know. Sorry if I just turned yours
lights
on.
Just went on.
So everything is controlled by that. So I'm like controlling it all, like the great and powerful Oz. But the TV is what makes me laugh, because every house you go to, no matter how big, small, nice it is, the TVs are always like confusing. They're like, you use
It's like
this.
brain surgery. Yeah.
Right.
I could fly a jet engine easier than I could work remote controls at other people's houses. It's all controlled on like an iPad kind of thing for one remote. And then there's a Fire Stick. There's one remote for the volume. There's one remote for the HDMI. And they're explaining it to me. They're like, oh, is this confusing? I'm like, kind of, but I'll figure it out, I guess.
Yeah, if you figured it out,
I know. I was like...
Then you should be able to figure it out.
So that was going pretty good. They have like a thing too, one of those things that tells you when there's motion anywhere. This creeped me out. So yesterday I'm sitting on the couch at like 9 o'clock at night. A thing comes over the smart speaker saying motion detected at the front door. So then I get paranoid. I'm like, what if that happens in the middle of the night, like at 1 in the morning, in the dead silence? I just hear I don't like these motion detecting things that let you know. I don't want to know.
You don't want security?
It creeps me out. Because then what
security.
am I going to do? I'm peeking out the window,
Yeah, exactly.
looking for it, and I'm
Kind
like,
of wakes you up and freaks you out for no reason, probably.
yeah, no one was there,
Love it.
so I don't know what it was. If there was an animal or something on the front porch, then I had to be on guard for that. But
Interesting.
overall, like, I think it's been going pretty good.
Couple things we've learned. One, Matt, I don't know if you can tell with the video chat we're on. So Lana did her hair today. Like, it's on point.
Oh, thank
I
you.
feel like you had extra time today. Like, I feel. Am I right?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I had a pep in my step.
I know.
Nice.
Most
Nice.
mornings you look like a haggard doll.
You can tell.
And the other one is that we realize now that this house she is house sitting is literally steps from my mother's house.
This is the hilarious part. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
giving you the address, and you said, you're kidding me. I'm like, and it's even the same number, right? Just different street,
Yes.
1 block away.
Yeah.
No way.
So I told my mom to go over at about 8 o'clock last night
You're
and
lying.
knock at the door and then run.
Was that the motion that was detected?
There was no way my mom would even get off the step if she was running.
I was thinking, because I was sitting in their back patio yesterday having my glass of wine after the storm rolled through, and I was wondering if I could see your mom's backyard.
You know, hey, if Wilma knew you were out there, she'd be over in minutes. Alana's next door?
I would so chat with her over the fence.
Yeah, I would never hear the end of that. I was talking to Alana last night.
That would be so good. Oh my God, I have to go back for a couple hours. They come back today, but not till later in the afternoon, early evening. So I'll be hanging out there for a few more. And these dogs just love me. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I had to put the dog in the crate. That's a big part of it. The one dog goes in a crate when no one's at home, or else it will destroy things or whatever. So I was nervous about getting the dog in the crate. No, the dog walked right in, basically. I didn't even have to, like, it wasn't even difficult.
Give your contact info for those that are looking for house sitters over the summer.
House or dog sitting, hit me up.
She does it for free, guys.
No, I don't do it
Does
for
it
free
for free.
anymore.
Amber Lee will have tickets later this morning to go to Rock the Park in London to see Neo, Lil Jon, Sean Kingston, Sean Desmond, Carrie Hilson. The list goes on and on. It's the July 12th portion of Rock the Park London. So we got tickets later this morning and every single morning this week. They made an announcement yesterday that Neil Young is out of the lineup.
Oh, really? I
for,
didn't see that.
Rock the Park. So they've got 4 nights. There's a Wednesday, July 10th, Thursday, July 11th. I think that's the country night. July 12th is the night we have the tickets for. And then the rock night, which is July 13th, which was supposed to be headlined by Neil Young. But he's had to back out because of some illnesses in the band. And at his age, you got to be very concerned when there's illnesses in the band.
Yeah. That sucks because that's a big draw, big name.
For sure. So they quickly hustled, and they've got a new name to replace Neil Young, Bryan Adams. Not bad.
That's
Okay,
not bad. Yeah, that's like
Like, I
pretty
just
good
don't.
stuff.
I don't know though. Like, if you're a Neil Young fan, you're going to see Neil Young, and then it's Bryan Adams.
Yeah.
If that's going to be comparative, but like Bryan Adams is still a giant name, right?
Yep.
Yeah, if it's a good substitute.
So July 13th is that night. Alan Doyle and the Sheepdogs are on that bill for that night too. If you are not interested in seeing Bryan Adams and you had tickets for that, refunds will be offered to those that bought tickets and they don't want to see Bryan Adams. So there's an option for you.
Interesting. Was Bryan Adams just on standby this whole time? Like, you know
Is
what I
Bryan
mean?
Adams at that point in his career where he's
just
just like,
waiting.
phone rings?
Come on, Neil, get sick.
He's just waiting for the call like he's the backup Canadian?
Yeah, he knows that's his role.
Like, I don't see that. Like, Brian's pretty a big deal. I just don't see him being the guy who's just waiting around for a phone call.
I know, because they got the replacement pretty quick.
Yeah.
Plan B.
I'm in. I'm in. Yep. I'm good to go. Hey, speaking of celebrities, I know it's a hard connection between Bryan Adams and Katy Perry. Did you see what she wore?
That long dress?
Yeah, here, I'll share the picture. Matt, you probably haven't seen this
I
yet.
saw
It's
it.
in
I
our group
haven't.
chat. It's not even a dress. It's a coat. She's just wearing
Oh,
coats
okay,
and tights.
She's somewhere right now. She keeps wearing crazy outfits.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw that, yeah.
So Katy Perry was out at this event, and she basically wore tights, which are, what would those be? Those aren't nylons, right?
I
They-
would say nylons.
they look
like
Yeah.
Okay, so go with nylons, but basically nylons in a big fur coat and nothing underneath. Like she's just bare chested, and the fur coat is just hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, there's some tape
There's got to be
happening
something
there. There's
yeah.
got to be something holding it all together.
Like I'm having a hard time. Like we've had a heat wave here recently. Why is she wearing a fur coat?
Where is she? I think she's in Paris.
And heaven forbid there's a breeze.
A gust of wind. Worn for a show.
Is she getting ready for an album? This is what she's got to be doing because you're right. She pointed out she wore a dress this week too. That was a
was
little
like
risque.
200 feet long or something.
Yeah.
So I think she must be gonna
It
get
looks
that.
like she walked out the wrong door. Like she's trying to walk into the bedroom, and then she ends up walking outside instead. It's like, whoops.
It's a walk of shame look.
She walked out and the paparazzi was there, and she's like, "I'll just roll with it. This is what I'm wearing." Yeah, look up Katy Perry. She's at a fashion show in Paris with just a coat. That's all.
Don't look it up at work, maybe.
Yeah, I probably won't wear that to my son's graduation tonight.
No?
You won't?
Probably not. Although I bet you there's one mom that will.
Good news. Good news. And nothing but. Here's Tell Me Something Good. Tell me something good. On CK Mornings.
For Winmar 570 Grand Ave East in Chatham. Let's start with Matt today. Matt, tell me something good.
All right, it was a rainy run for the kids over the weekend, but they ended up raising $117,000.
Boom.
So that was pretty solid. I looked at last year's total was $80,000, so $37,000 more than last year. That's a pretty significant jump.
47,000 more, no?
37,000 more than 80, right?
80,000 to 127,000?
117,000.
117.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like
I thought I had Matt on it.
Never.
I was like I don't think I did.
Okay. All right. I thought I had you. All right. Lana, tell me something good.
Got to shout out some men in uniform in the Amherstburg area. I love a good animal rescue story. So
And
Windsor,
a firefighter, but go on.
Windsor police saved a fawn, a baby deer. It was trapped in fencing in Amherstburg. So it was just 4 weeks old. So it was like literally just a little baby. It was stuck in the break wall fence though, along like the water in Amherstburg. So the rocks by the river,
Ew.
it got stuck in some fencing in there. So they had to figure out how to get it out. They said they've been policing for like 25 years, never saw anything like this before. So they decided to use bolt cutters to cut the fencing around it and save it because the waves were crashing up on this
Yeah.
poor thing too. So they were able to get it out safely, and it's really cute. They have the picture of the two officers. They're standing with the fawn
I
in
saw
a
that, yeah.
and the blanket. It's all wrapped up in a blanket. It looks like it just went through like the most traumatic thing ever.
But
And
at first glance, you don't realize it's a deer. You just think they're holding like a
little
child.
baby popping
Yeah.
out, yeah, because it's
really?
so wrapped up and bundled up in this big thing of blankets. It's really cute. So they were able to take it to an animal rescue in the Amherstburg area, and it'll get released back into the wild.
Nice.
Hope it learned a lesson.
Nice. Forever be in love with police officers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sweet.
I got a personal tell me something good. I guess it's really everybody can join in on this one.
Okay.
My son, Carter Allen McLeod, will graduate from high school tonight.
Wow, that's a
Big
big
deal.
one.
That's a big deal. So, and graduations have been happening all week at the high school level. I know there's a couple tonight. I know CK had theirs last night. So, yeah, good luck to all the grads, but we got to be over at the Capitol tonight. Looking forward to it. I don't know. I'm just proud of the kid. And I'm now a dad without a kid in the school system.
Yeah.
I know. It's the
Yeah,
craziest part.
That is a big milestone.
Next year at this time, I'll have to have somebody tell me it's the last day of school.
It's true, right? Yeah, yeah.
Is it
yeah.
March break? I'm going to be that, when your parents just forgot is it March break again?
I know, right?
How do they not know? Like, all this stuff consumed me for how many years? 18, 19 years with my daughter and now my son? It's gone. I'm going to have more room in my brain for things.
You are. You're going to reach your
Not
peak.
math, obviously. I've already messed that
Other
up.
things.
But congratulations to all the graduates, all the teachers that are graduating, all the bus drivers that are running their last shift for the year today. It's coming to an end. Mm-hmm. It's coming to an end. It's always it's bittersweet.
Yeah, what a day.
Bittersweet. Tell Me Something Good is brought to you by Winmar, 570 Grand Ave East in Chatham. We don't often wade into political waters here on CK Mornings, but tonight, and it's down in the U.S., but we're so close, and obviously it does affect us. It's Biden versus Trump. The first debate of the next presidential election is tonight on CNN, 9 o'clock.
This is must-see TV. It's like a reality show almost.
Oh, it truly is. Two old dudes going head-to-head. There's a bunch of rules. They only have, what did we tell you yesterday? Just a pen and a pad of paper. And
yeah, it's very specific rules for this one.
There's nobody in the audience. The others' mics will be shut off with the others speaking.
Yeah, that's a big one.
It should be, like, tomorrow morning we should have something to talk about. Like, something's going to happen tonight.
Because there's always, like, even besides the actual political part, there's always, like, memes or, like, things that people pull from it that they're talking about the next morning. One
of them should, like, probably have a nap in the middle of it. Like, at their ages, like, 9 o'clock at night on a Thursday, I'd be gassed. So there is a legitimate polling company out there right now that asked Biden and Trump supporters who would be better at 20 random things, like very random things, and nothing to do with politics, okay?
Okay.
So I'll ask you guys, you make your choice, and then I'll tell you who the people chose, okay? So the first question they asked was, who would win at arm wrestling, Trump or Biden? Who would win at arm wrestling?
I hate even going here. Trump.
Trump for sure.
100%.
Trump crushed the vote. Yeah, Biden didn't stand a chance. Who would be a better house guest, Trump or Biden?
Biden.
I think Biden as well.
Yeah, Biden won the vote. Who would win at a round of poker?
Trump.
I think Trump.
Yeah, they said Trump too. Who would give the best relationship advice?
I think Trump would just be like, dump the loser. I mean, he would give you like the unfiltered relationship advice.
He'd probably be superficial though, but like, but she's hot.
Biden would have like good old fashioned grandfatherly wisdom, but Trump would tell it to you straight.
You say like. Trump, Matt? What do you say? Best relationship
Trump
advice?
Would say, grab something. You know when I'm talking. Like, I'm not going to go with that guy. I'm going with Biden.
Biden is who won the vote. Who would give the best parenting advice? Like, if you had a question as a parent, who would you go to, Trump or Biden?
I think Biden.
Biden, Matt?
Yeah, Biden for sure.
Biden won that one. They asked, who do you think spends more time getting ready in the morning?
Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that hair.
I mean,
the hair and the spray tan, that's effort.
Big debate tonight. The first one, they asked a bunch of people who would be better at random things. So who would be more likely to remember your birthday?
Trump. I don't think Biden
Trump
remembers much.
I don't think Trump cares about anything outside of himself. Well, okay, I don't want to get too political again, but
Trump was the one who got the votes.
Really?
Votes, yeah. Who would be better at keeping a secret? Like, if you told them something and you said never
hands
tell.
Down.
Biden?
Oh, yeah.
Is it at Mar-a-Lago or not? Because
good question.
Because he can keep certain secrets there. I would say Biden's better at keeping a secret.
Yeah, people went with Biden. Who would survive longer on a deserted island? Trump or Biden? Like, who would be more self-sufficient? Who could handle themselves in a deserted island?
I feel like, is Biden, like, he's got a military background kind of or something, maybe for that. But Trump's got the entrepreneur kind of side. I think Biden.
Biden, Matt, you
Trump's
say
a survivor, man.
Yeah,
He's a survivor.
that's a tough one.
Trump won the vote. Who would be more likely to return a lost wallet?
Biden.
Biden, yeah. Who would do better celebrity impressions?
Oh. I would think Trump, because he's like the celebrity impression to do, so hopefully he could do it with others.
But he would just tell you it was the greatest, regardless if it was or not. The people said
the toughest one, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Trump, I guess.
People said Trump.
Yeah.
And they asked 20 overall. I'm just nitpicking here, some of them. Who would handle really spicy food better? Like, if you went out for dinner, Trump, but which one of them would handle the spicy food better? Trump or Biden?
Huh. Ooh, that's so hard.
Trump. I'll go
you think Trump?
Trump?
Why?
Trump, yeah. I don't know. I could just see him. Ooh.
Hot.
It's hot. It's hotter than it's ever been. It's the hottest food that's ever existed.
I think Joe would just quietly sit there and deal with it, like tears coming down his face.
Yeah, you think so? Like he'd keep the poker face? Okay, I think Trump too.
Yeah, the people went with Trump.
Okay.
They went with Trump. He'd handle spicy food better. Big debate tonight. I'm sure we'll hear about it, but 9 o'clock on CNN. We don't have a lot of time, but I thought we could do a real quick what you watching, because I know what you're watching.
Oh, yeah.
I'm watching
so
this.
I can't wait to talk about it.
I'm watching this. I guarantee Matt wants nothing to do with
Which
this.
I'm trying to change your mind, Matt.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Spill to us what you're into, and I've been lured into as well.
It's the best thing I've watched in so long. The Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders, America's Sweetheart. It's on Netflix. It is a documentary style.
Like the top thing on there right now, isn't it?
Oh, it's crazy. It's everywhere. It's a documentary series, like 7 parts on the cheerleaders for the Dallas Cowboys. Very famous. It is so good. It's like behind the scenes look at making the team, what it's like to be on the team. And it's interesting. How far along are you, Chris?
Probably 4 or 5 episodes in. I'm getting to it. Yeah.
Oh, I just wrapped up last night. So when I first started it, I'm like, oh, fun, a show about cheerleaders. Okay, cool. It's got like a little bit of a dark undertone. The more you go into it and the work these women put into it, they're paid peanuts. They're paid like $500 a game, which, one game a week. They work tirelessly. Like, they work effortlessly. They have to look stunning. They have to be on all the time. These dance routines they make them learn. There was one point I'm like, they're putting so much work into this. It was still training camp. They were still cutting girls because only like 36 make the roster. Hundreds of girls try out. They pay them nothing. They treat them like dirt, quite frankly.
Wow.
So I put.
Matt, were you ready for this?
No, I'm
Oh, it's really good. I don't think it
going.
reflected good on the Cowboys organization at all, and they're getting a lot of flack for it.
Oh, really? I didn't see
Definitely. Oh, if you go to the comments of like Charlotte Jones, I think is the daughter of Jerry Jones,
Yeah.
and she's in charge of the Cowboys cheerleaders. The comments on her Instagram are just
really?
like, "You're the scum of the earth, lady. Like, how can you treat these women like this?"
Wow.
Will definitely change your opinion on, because you think cheerleaders, oh, well, they're just pretty. They just go out there and shake their pom poms. These women are top athletes, like the cream of the crop. And they love it. And it's so interesting to see their passion for it. Even though they're not getting paid, just the prestige of being a cheerleader in Dallas, though, it's like a different culture in Texas. It's just such an interesting show. Even if you're not into football or dance, I highly recommend watching it. It's so good.
Come up for air.
wow, no kidding.
I
eh?
can't go. I almost started watching it again yesterday because I'm like, that was
Wow.
fascinating. Like, it's just a really fascinating look.
Matt, would this ever be on your radar?
No.
No, why not? What's holding you back?
Why not? You know, we live in an age where there is more like options for watching things than ever before in human history, and this is not on my radar.
Why though? Why wouldn't it be? It's a very good show.
I'm just eating a bucket of popcorn watching this unfilm.
Like, what's holding you back? I feel like there's like a stereotype that's holding you back
No,
from watching it.
I'm not interested in watching something about cheerleaders.
It's about so much more than that. It's about the passion people put into their work. It's about, you learn about the Texas and just what goes on in Texas is like a different world over there. It's just so fascinating. Football, there's football involved. You like football?
Yeah,
Like football.
I don't think this is something I would ever watch.
Oh, I reckon. What do you think of it, Chris?
I liked it more than I thought I would.
Okay.
I went into it with it'll be on the background, but I ended up watching it.
Same thing. The more you go into it, the more it really hooks you in.
Maybe not to your level, but like definitely hooked me in.
I can see it being a good show, and I see people enjoying it. It's just not for me.
What was the name again? It's Dallas Cowboys.
America's Sweethearts.
Wow. Is Alana the only one like this much in love with it? I didn't realize you were that much. Wendy says, well, I'll watch the show now. You've convinced her.
It's really good. I went yesterday after I wrapped up, and I followed all the cheerleaders on Instagram and stuff like that.
This is Alana's side hustle, pushing Netflix shows. I didn't realize it was up.
I could have plugged that marketing team for
No
Netflix.
kidding. Wow, they owe you a check. The Tinder Swindler is back. Alana, explain who the Tinder Swindler is.
This is my fake Tinder profile. So I've got a fake picture, fake name, and then I always fill it with different little prompts or conversation starters, I believe they call it. You put your little prompt in, and the messages start rolling in from the fellas trying to start the conversation based on your prompt.
Have you ever responded to any of these people?
There was one time the guy sent a knock knock joke, but he just sent knock knock, and I think I said who's there because I wanted to hear the rest of the joke. But no, I do not engage.
Like nobody's
whatsoever.
ever given you kind of like a maybe I'll follow up with this guy.
No, I don't follow up at all. I've gotten 1 or 2 messages saying like, "Is this a real profile?"
They're
And
catching on.
I just block.
Somebody's
Block.
listening. All right, so the Tinder Swindler is back. What have you asked our Tinder men here?
Heading into the long weekend, I said, give me a Canada Day or Canada Day long weekend pickup line, Canadian pickup line.
Okay, yeah, we're getting
the
the long
theme
weekend.
is long weekend, Canada Day. All right, JJ from Wallaceburg, 39 years old. He says, forget a Canada Day pickup line. How about I pick you up on Canada Day?
That's so weak.
Missed the assignment.
Yeah.
Some are better than others with these prompts. Some
Okay.
understand the assignment
Way to
better
go,
than others.
JJ. I might know that guy.
All right, we've got Paul, 42, from Wheatley. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? And
Oh,
did you
brother.
utilize Canada's public healthcare system to fix your injuries?
Okay.
Oh, man.
He redeemed himself. He redeemed himself at the end there. Did you utilize?
We've got username GreatMan52 from Tilbury.
Okay.
Are you from Canada? Because if you're wondering if you can go out with me, you can. Duh.
That's actually.
I like that
That
one.
one's okay.
Really?
You like that one?
Duh.
Can.
Okay.
Duh.
I don't mind that one.
I thought it was pretty.
Got Matt.
Okay.
Lured him in.
I think that would work on me. All right. Nathan, 47, from Chatham. Forget the whipped cream. Try a taste of what I picked.
What? Hold on. Who brought that up? Where did he come from with that one?
Was that in the prompt? Was that in your profile? Enjoys whipped cream.
Just out of nowhere.
Okay, continue.
All right.
Come in,
Sorry.
guns blazing. All right, forget the whipped cream. Try a taste of what I picked up at the local maple syrup festival.
Oh, okay.
What's this guy doing?
I like that one too.
I wasn't
like
really
some
sure
of
where
these.
that one was going.
Yeah.
All right, this one's a pretty smart one. I feel like you'll like this one, Matt.
Well, I won't. Come on.
This is from Handsome Carpenter from Chatham. Are you Canadian? Because I want to see more you. A little spelling.
See more.
You.
Right.
There's a little spelling
Right.
Yeah, I get it. I get
Nice.
it. This is our Tinder Swindler who is back. Alana's fake Tinder profile, and you've asked the guys.
Give me a Canada Day or Canadian themed long weekend, whatnot, pickup line.
Okay, all right.
Okay, this is missing the assignment. Rick, 13, from Blenheim. Well, everyone is on the beach this long weekend with their tan skin and white teeth. I'll settle for white skin and tan teeth.
What? Oh my goodness.
He's got his bar set low.
Yeah.
The desperation is just,
Yikes.
I can smell it from across the room.
No, I can smell him.
Yeah.
I've already got the smell.
Okay. Okay, we're going to do some honorable mentions here.
Okay.
These ones are pretty bad. Fireworks mean nothing because I'd rather stare into your eyes all night this weekend.
Yeah.
Week.
Weak, yeah.
Okay,
Nice try.
the other honorable mention, well, dishonorable, I guess. The only thing better than a beer on Canada Day is sharing one with a cute girl. What's up?
Yeah, that's weak.
Weak.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather go with Buddy that wants the tan teeth.
Tan teeth. I never heard that before.
Wow.
It's so bad, it's almost good. All right, this is the last one, and I think this is my favorite.
Okay.
We've got Sean from Dresden. On a scale from 1 to 10, you're a poo 10. Like poutine? It's kind of
They
cute.
do. I think
do.
French people like to pronounce it putain as well, like
Putain.
closer to like
Oh, I got it.
yeah. So it's
Not
something.
bad. They're pretty clever.
There's something, all right. There's something, all right. Weak showing by the guys this week of the Tinder Swindler.
See, I thought it was a good one.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's
Yeah,
like
me and Matt are impressed.
I have
You
higher
have
standards than you guys.
standards than us.
School's out forever! Woo! Last day of school. Last day of school. Matt, your kids have been out for a week already.
Yep, they got off last. Yeah, it's been. Yep.
You sound excited.
I sound tired.
Yeah,
I'm not getting any
exactly.
naps in anymore.
It
It's
only
like
just started, too.
always something.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's good to have them home.
School's out as of today. Buses are on the road. Everything's good today. It'll be a little nutso tonight, and that'll just be the teachers ripping out of the parking lot,
Oh, yeah.
screaming this right here. Yeah. School's out, baby. I still get excited for the end of the school year. I'm interested to see what I feel next year when, like, because my son's graduating tonight, and then I'm done. Like that school world. Will I have the same excitement? Because I still have that excitement I had as a kid when school's out.
maybe not quite the same emotional connection to it, but I think there's always that feeling because it was such a thing when you're a kid. It kind of stays with you, that feeling.
Nothing I love more than the last day of school. The last week I loved. Just the excitement. There'd be an assembly.
Yeah.
Just trying to get the class settled. I was never good at settling, so it was right up my alley.
Everyone's antsy. The classroom's getting a little hot.
Yeah, and the teacher would give you all those art projects that were on the wall. Give them all back.
Yeah, and you go home and you have a pile of your stuff.
We just had, the teacher said, like, the last couple of days, they're like, make sure your kid brings a bag to school. So, like, it's like, take some of this huge thing. It's like, clear it out. What did you guys do? Oh, cleared out our desk. I'm like, oh, my goodness. This was all just sitting in your desk?
I know. You'd find things in your desk that had been there since school started in September.
Let's be honest. Just throw it in the dumpster. No one's keeping that stuff. It's garbage. So we did a shout out to the students, the teachers, the bus drivers earlier. Greg sent in a text and said, don't forget the custodians.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more plugged toilets.
No kidding, yeah.
They got a couple of months of reprieve on that.
Yeah.
So. That must be so nice, yeah.
Yeah. Salute to everybody. Enjoy and be safe. Last day of school. Captain Fun is in studio here today.
Yeah.
Fire Chief Chris Case joins us once again.
Doom and gloom.
Doom and gloom. No, we always have you in. You're always welcome to come in anytime you'd like to come in. But we thought today would be a good day, last day of school, getting ready for the summer break. It's a good time to talk about safety and just kind of things to get in your head. But you always say it's like doom and gloom. You always come in here with like, be careful, don't do that, no fun.
Turn up at Christmas. Turn up in the summer.
Those fun times of the year.
Before we get too far into that, we had a major incident in Merlin earlier this week. What was the situation out there?
So we got called to a explosion in Merlin on Monday morning, 8 o'clock. Quite a terrible incident. A gentleman still in hospital, but the crews did a tremendous job. Fire, police, paramedics were there very quickly. His neighbour, a 68-year-old lady, dragged him out.
Wow.
So you might have seen it on the news. This lady just ran in and got hold of him by the belt and pulled this guy out. And then she went back and made sure there was nobody else there.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
No, it was
good for her. Is she's all right?
She's absolutely fine. One of the chiefs gave her a call on Tuesday morning, just check you're okay. And she said, "Yeah, we had a few beers, and
That's Merlin strong right there.
She was heroic.
Yeah,
Wow.
very much so. Wow, good for her. Good for her. What a story. And I know we had more on CK News today. Let's talk about the summer. We're getting into the summer. First of all, let's start with fireworks because there's some going off tonight. This weekend's Canada Day. What do we need to know when it comes to lighting off some fireworks?
So the best thing of all is if you can go to an organised display. You get all the good joy of a professional display, and you don't have to run back and forth.
Yeah.
But if you're going to have your own fireworks, there is a bylaw. Don't let them off after 11 o'clock at night. The biggest complaints that we get is people who are letting fireworks off through the night. But if you know someone's doing it, call the non-emergency line. The police will come and investigate. But follow the instructions. Make sure the person who's letting the fireworks off hasn't had too many beers, and just keep safety in the back of your mind. So we want everyone to have a good weekend. We just don't want any tragedies.
Another thing with summer, of course, being around water, whether that's beaches or swimming or boating. So what are some of the safety reminders with that, or some common mistakes that you see out there?
People drinking whilst they're out on the boat, people not wearing a PFD. Irio's rescue boat is the busiest unit that we have this time of year. They will be going out quite a lot, and they do a lot of rescues this time of year. And it's usually the same thing, kids on inflatables that's drifting out. And we don't want to see a tragedy. So keep safety in the back of mind, but if you're going to be rambunctious, make sure you're doing it safely.
And when it comes to pools in the backyard too, obviously that's something we don't want to deal with safety-wise. We want to make sure everyone's taken care of when it comes to the summer, right?
Very much so. And we have seen some tragedies over the past few years with people drowning in swimming pools. I'm really trying to think of the good news here. I'm trying to put a positive spin on this. But
we love having you in, but we always talk about some dire conversations. But these are very important to have, and I thought this morning would be a good morning, being the last day of school, could kind of keep it top of mind.
It's one of those where you have a lovely sunny afternoon. It's like Christmas, I always say. Nothing can possibly go wrong at Christmas. Nothing can possibly go wrong on a nice sunny day. And it does. And all it takes is just a little bit of thought. Just pause for a moment, and then you don't have to invite 10 firefighters and 2 paramedics to your backyard party.
down, girl. Relax. I see what you're thinking. You're like, I like to invite them to the backyard party.
Don't listen to a word he says.
They're welcome
Chief.
to come,
Don't
but
listen to a word he
not
says.
by calling 911. You want to send out a
Oh no, I've had a few drinks and some fireworks.
No, don't do that. Backyard fires. I always have a question. Are we allowed to have a fire in the backyard, like a fire pit? Am I allowed to ask that question? Because you've got a look on your face like, do not say anything.
No. If you go onto the municipality's website, there is a permit. So if you have a permit for a backyard fire pit,
Okay.
on there it gives you the directions of how far it has to be and where it has to be and what you can burn. And if you've got all of that, you can have a backyard fire pit. If there's a drought, which at the moment we're nowhere near a drought, I don't know if you know, then we usually declare no more burning until it's rained.
Until it's rain. Okay.
That happened last June. I don't know if it's going to happen this year, especially with the rain we had yesterday. But the thing is, if you start your fire and it causes someone annoyance, we'll come out and we'll ask you to put it out. So
Again, we don't want you uninvitedly coming over. We want to invite a firefighter over the proper way, not by calling 911.
that would just be 4 firefighters for a backyard fire. And hopefully no paramedics.
Noted.
I want to ask you about the master fire plan. We're going to do that coming up at 8:40, but you're going to help us out today too. National Fishing Week is next week, so you're going to help somebody win a rod and a reel.
Can we not just give it to them?
No, we got to play a fun game.
Okay. We'll put them to the test. We're going to do it coming up at 8:40 this morning. Chatham Kent Fire Chief Chris Case is in studio with us here this morning. We're talking about summer safety and things to keep in mind. Margaret pointed out, too, with the text this morning, don't forget to remind kids about helmets and bike safety.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you guys are always doing bike rodeos, too. That's the police do that as well.
Us and the police do that. We all went to, we was in Areole last week with Chatham Kent Police, the OPP, Coast Guard, talking about summer safety. So we had quite a lot of people show up, and bike helmets was quite a big thing there.
What's the number one thing when it comes to this month? Is it just people are just forgetting like the simple things? Maybe enjoying a drink too much. Is it on the water? Is it the backyard? Where are we running into trouble?
Car accidents.
Oh, wow.
That seems to be the thing for the sunny weekends. Is we
More
get
people out.
Yeah, we get a lot of accidents.
All right, well, let's be safe. Let's make sure we're safe. Chief Case here in our studio. One thing that was brought up, and I guess it was earlier this month, was the Master Fire Plan.
Yes.
What does that mean? What's a Master Fire Plan?
So every 10 years we're supposed to write a plan, look at the risks, and work out that we've got the right level of fire cover for Chatham Kent.
Yeah.
So we did a community risk assessment, which was quite a big document. It's a good read if you're struggling to sleep. And then from that we do the Master Fire Plan. So it took 3 years to write because there's been so many changes in Chatham Kent.
Yeah.
And it was quite the document.
In its it's like a Christmas wish list. We need more firefighters. We need more equipment. We need another department, another station. Is that right?
We need to move Station 1. So right now Station 1's at the Civic. And they recommend that we move it somewhere close to here, the other side of the railway track, so that we've got coverage in case a train gets stuck in the middle of Chatham, which happens every so often.
Yeah.
So we need more training because the province has changed a lot of the laws and we're responding to that. And the fire cover we have right now was pre-amalgamation. So it's not really been changed in the past 20-odd years.
So with that fire plan, it's a wish list. It's not something that's going to be implemented here in the next 6 months. It's something that we can work on, and that's kind of the goal. We have to have somewhere to work towards.
Absolutely. It's aspirational. It's something where we've now got to come up with an implementation plan. So we'll go back to council every year and we'll see what we can do to try and get towards the standards that's been set.
All right. Chatham Kent Fire Chief Chris Casey in our studio here this morning. You're going to help us out with the game. Jessica's on the line. Jessica, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning, Jess?
Good, thanks. Yourself?
Good. Any young ones out the door for the last day of school?
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
My baby's off to her last day of JK.
Oh, wow.
Well, enjoy that. Enjoy today because it's going to be a long, long summer. So we've got a rod and reel to give away. Are you much of an angler, Chief?
I am not.
No? Join the club.
Yeah, neither of us.
Yeah, we are not. We are going to do a little game with you. It's one note, one chance to win a rod and reel for Jessica. Okay? So you've won prizes before for other people. You actually were just telling us somebody stopped you at an accident?
A lady who won concert tickets came up to me at an accident and thanked me for a lovely evening.
Oh, what's up?
Jessica, if you win this rod and reel, just make sure the accident's taken care of and when you approach Chief, okay? So
All right.
all you have to do, Jessica, is tell us, do you think Chief Case, with one note, be able to identify this 80s hit? Okay? Will he know it, yes or no? That's all you got to answer right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Have faith in you.
No stress. All right. So yes is the answer. Chief Case, I'm going to play you one simple note. One note, one chance to win for Jessica, okay? Name this song.
Oh, Come On Eileen by Dixie's
Are you
Midnight
kidding
Runners.
me? Wow. There you go, Jess.
No hesitation on that one.
You were stressed a little bit there.
I was a bit of a sweat on that.
Jessica, congratulations. You got a rod and reel.
Thank you.
Good job. Jess, I know you're busy here today getting the kids off to school. We'll let you go, okay? Thank you. Pick it up
All
here at
right,
the
have a
station.
great day.
You too, Jess.
you.
There you go.
Thank
One
you.
note,
Bye-bye.
one chance to win.
Wow.
Good job, Chief.
I need to lie down now.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
I'd much rather put a fire out.
We'll have to get you back in again here real soon. Chief, thanks for coming in. Some safety tips and reminders as we get into the summer months. We always appreciate your visits.
And I appreciate you asking me. So everybody have a good summer, and let's be safe.
And next time we talk, we'll have fun. We'll have fun things to talk about.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Chatham Kent Fire Chief Chris Case.
Listen online every weekday morning at 94.3 CKSY.com. Weekends on in case you missed it, or tune into the podcast weekdays. Subscribe, rate, review, and tell your friends all about the CK Mornings in case you missed it podcast.